President Erdogan being in Moscow the other
Yes.
day, being with the Russian president was.
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier with Zainab, it's like.
Yeah, look at this weather. I mean, look, this is the middle of August.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's.
This is my second tour, so
Okay.
I'm not too. What we're saying is that if we fulfill everything and still we don't get visa liberalization, then the readmission agreement will not, be realized. We will suspend it. That has always been our line. Basically, it has been maybe clouded in the last few months, but this is basically our line. And I continue to say that it's very difficult to change the legislation, but we're not closing the door. We're saying that, as long as it doesn't affect our fight against terrorism in all its forms, then we can look into some wordings.
European Parliament, you were there for migration.
Yes.
Interesting, man. I must get back and talk to you more, and then events being what they were.
Yeah. We haven't given up. And again, with the migrant deal, that's still functioning. I mean, we have stemmed the flow. The deal itself has stopped it dramatically. If you remember, last year it was in the huge hundreds of thousands of people crossing, and people were worrying if that would happen again this summer. In the beginning of this year, people were saying that, we're still not happy with what you have done, because we took measures on the 29th of November. That was the first deal. But it was not enough. The numbers were still too high for them. And they said that if it goes down to the low 3 digits, that's enough for them. Well, now it's even low 2 figures and sometimes none at all. So we have solved their so-called existential problem. And we feel that we need something in return.
Somehow think of Falun Gong in China when I hear you. So maybe even a little bit with the Turkey-EU agreement.
Well, we found that rather strange, the fact that this assessment was being made. I mean, NATO had to respond because the visit to St. Petersburg was already organized much in advance of the coup, for example. And look, 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago, we had excellent relations with Russia. The relations soured in November when we shot down a Russian military plane. And since then, we're trying to come back together. So what we're doing is a rapprochement, basically. And so we were rather surprised by the reactions of some think tanks, some articles in the press saying that, is Turkey sending a message to the West? Is it moving away towards the East? I mean, this is ridiculous. We're not moving away. Why can't we have good relations with Russia?